here in Polk County, we've developed a lot of initiatives and things like that to give incentives to county employees and others to kick the habit of cigarettes and start to live a little bit healthier life. And but the great thing is when we see students start to take an active role in living healthier lives and promoting healthier lives. And that's what we have here today. I've got a trio of lovely ladies here in the studio to talk to us about their program, Students Working Against Tobacco. We have with us Ashley Mills, Angie Peuschell, Angela Forte. Now, Ashley, tell me a little bit about what is Students Working Against Tobacco?
Students Working Against Tobacco is Florida's youth-led, adult-guided organization working toward mobilizing, equipping, and educating the youth of the harmful effects of tobacco. We are a united movement working toward a tobacco-free future.
Wow, that was a mouthful. Good job.
Exactly.
But very, very concise, and that's an important part of being effective, is knowing what your message is, right? Mm-hmm. How does the program work? Who gets involved with this? Obviously, students are in the makeup of it, but how do you develop this program?
The Polk County chapter is made up of 4 local clubs: Bartow High School, Kathleen High School, Lake Region High School, and Pride Partnership. We meet regularly at our respective locations to share information, plan activities, and basically get to know each other to provide a tobacco-free future.
Cool. What do you, Angie, what do you see as one of the biggest hurdles toward getting your message out about the bad effects of tobacco use?
Well, it's not necessarily the bad effects that we're mainly about, but it's the big tobacco's marketing tactics that you use to actually get youth to use the product. Mm-hmm. The biggest hurdle would probably just be policy preemption, how we can't get certain things done just because of the laws, and that's kind of what we do. We're out here at the grassroots. We're here to make some social change just to get the policy change. That's kind of what we focus on in order to get some things done, because that's kind of the way how our world's working right now, and that's a big part of what we do.
Do you think that's, what is your plan to change? I mean, obviously you said it's kind of a grassroots kind of thing. How do you go about developing such a, a program like that? How do you get the people involved?
Well, we reach out to the kids. That's what we are. We're students working against tobacco. We're not adults. Miss Forte, she's with the health department. She gets paid to do this job. We're here as volunteers. We do this. That's kind of just what we do. The thing is that big tobacco is exploitative, like I said, to try and seduce the innocent children to use a product that is eventually going to harm their health, that is going to kill them. And that's the main thing usually. It's honestly kind of, I guess, moralizing, the fact that you would never give your little brother a little cigarette. You would never give a little kid and light their cigarette up. We're just kind of speaking out against that, because most people, they say that, they preach that to their kids maybe, but we're actually going out there and we're spreading that out, and we're actually telling them that this is exactly what they do and we're not going to fall for it anymore.
Angela, being kind of the mentor and kind of the guide for the group here, how does the state involvement work with this?
We're really, the best way I could describe it is the wind beneath these young people's wings. It is something that they're truly passionate about. We believe in educating, so we're going to educate our students so they can then educate their fellow peers and their community at large. We're blessed in the state of Florida to have the funding that we have so that we can make some progress in the area of tobacco control initiatives, but we know it comes down to changing social norms, and who better to do that than the people that live in the communities that we're talking about. And our young people have such a powerful voice when they believe something and they've done the research about it and they have all the information that they need, that they have the ability to make those changes that we're striving for. Our state system is set up in a way that it allows for the different municipalities all across the state to have similar programs. I think 64 out of 67 counties have an active up and running SWAT program. all of which have pretty much the same initiative. Ms. Ashley did a wonderful job giving you our mission statement verbatim. That's what we're all out there to do, educate our peers, educate our community so that we change social norm. We do not want tobacco use or big tobacco to be a normal part of everyday life for the residents in Florida.
Yeah, make those the odd guys out.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's a great idea, is to, provide the information, provide the education, and then let the students take it. Let you guys be the mouthpiece for this. We kind of see through all social change, almost all social change, you look at it, it comes from a youth movement. So to have an initiative against the tobacco companies, this is terrific. I wanted to ask you about this Kick Butts Day. This is cool. What is Kick Butts Day?
Well, Kick Butts Day is a national day of activism. It gives people, or students, we actually empower them, educate them to speak out, stand up, and seize control against big tobacco. It actually started in 1996. It is sponsored by the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, and they'll be having its 17th birthday, actually March 20th of this year, and so we're excited for that. But yeah, we just plan events and things like that. We actually have stuff going on for that here. So
now, with the SWAT group being kind of, you've got different sections that are at different schools and things like that, right? So does each school have their own specific events, or do you try to get all of them together for big events, or both?
Yes, at each of our respective clubs, Kathleen High School, Bartow High School, we do celebrate Kick Butts Day on the day of, which is March 20th. We also have a health fair coming up. It is sponsored by SWAT and the Tobacco-Free Partnership. It's going to be March 16th this year at Munn Park in downtown Lakeland. The Building Healthier Polk County School Board Health Fair, basically we work toward educating the community for what tobacco, the harmful effects of tobacco. And we basically have 3 objectives. We would like to raise awareness in the community to make sure they are understanding of the harmful effects of tobacco. We urge the youth to stay tobacco-free, and we urge elected officials to protect the kids from tobacco as well.
You had provided me with some statistics a little bit earlier about students in Polk County, the high number. Share with our viewers exactly what it is we're fighting against.
Well, the tobacco use rate in Polk County is 20%.
20.5.
Wow.
20.5. 20.5% in Polk County.
And and let's be realistic, most of that percentage is coming from being pushed on from advertisers.
Exactly, the candy flavored tobacco. That's exactly what we're about. The manipulation, the fact that they had, candy flavored cigarettes. Of course, who likes candy? Kids do. I've actually seen some research that shows that the people that are using those products, they're under the age of 24. They are not actual, adults necessarily in the real world, using those products. It's the kids, and then it's the youth, and then as they grow older, they grow out of it. They're not into the candy, and it's
right.
that's how
but
we
they're
know
hooked
exactly.
on the product.
Exactly. What is it? 9 out of 10 people get hooked on it by the age of 18, and then 2/3 of them are already daily users by the age of 19. So it's crazy.
That's staggering statistic. Angela, this is such a great program for students to get involved with. How do they, obviously a lot of the schools around here are already doing it. How do they get involved with it?
Well, SWAT program is open for any middle school and high school age student. If you're a middle school or high school student and there is not a club at your existing school, we do have a chapter, which Ashley mentioned earlier, that meets once a month on Saturdays at United Way. You're more than welcome to come and join that. If you have an interest in having a club at your school, this could be for a parent, adult, or a community leader that just feels a need to have an existing club, they can simply contact the Florida Department of Health, Polk County Health Office, and we'll certainly come out and help work that. And we just got our newest club started at Lake Region. That exact same way, we had some students that were we want to have it at our school, and because of their initiative, we found an advisor, we've got the administrator's permission, and we're up with our 4th club. So for the adult component, I will add this though, which she mentioned in our mission statement, youth-led, adult-guided. That adult guidance comes from our Tobacco-Free Partnership, the TFP. That part of our program is essential to the work that our students do. While the students are out spreading the message and doing a lot of the educating, it's the work of the TFP on the kind of behind-the-scene work that sets up the meetings with our decision makers and our community leaders to get them informed, to also have them support the initiative that the students are doing. So that's another way for community members to get involved as well. Everyone can play a role in creating a tobacco-free Florida.
What does it take for someone? Let's say a student is watching this right now and they're saying, "Oh, I'd love to be part of a group at my school, but we don't have one." When they contact you to start one up, what's involved with getting a program like that started?
It starts with the desire, whether it's a student or an adult that has the interest. If there's a desire for it, we have the resources and the information that they would need to become educated. That desire is going to create the opportunity. If you're an adult looking to become an advisor for it, again, you just have to have some time, be available to work with our students, serve as sort of that arm, underneath of them, keeping them going in the right direction kind of things. For the schools, there tends to be a little bit of a misconception that it's costly, it takes up a lot of time. There is no expense. Again, we're fortunate in the state of Florida to have the funding that we have to support the program. There is no cost to the schools. There's no cost for the advisors or even the students. Everything that they do is funded through the program. We're just asking for your time and your desire to help make a change in the state of Florida.
This is terrific, ladies. What a great job you're doing. Making social change, getting involved with it, and making a difference. I commend you. Very good job. I hope that I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you continue to gain more and more people into your movement. This is great.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming on.
All right, let's kick butts.
That's the SWAT program, Students Working Against Tobacco, fighting the marketing that is destroying our younger generation and really making a difference. It's not that hard to get set up, being involved with these guys. So if this is a passion that you have, please contact them. Get your children involved with it. Talk to them. Do everything you can to help this movement move forward and wipe out tobacco in our teens and in our young adults. To get a hold of them, you can call 863-519-7900. You're going to get Angela on the phone, and she's going to help you work through everything that you need to know. She'll get you set up with a program in your school, or help you develop one for your school, or even get you hooked in with the chapters that meet on a regular basis. The Kick Butts Day and Building a Healthier Polk Community Health Fair is on March 16th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., located in Munn Park in Lakeland, 301 Main Street, downtown. For more information, you can call Angela Forte at 863-519-7900. Her extension is 11097.